BF24M, rarely goes down on me 20 female. He does sometimes. I'd say 1/7 times he will go down on me for 1 to 2 minutes. On the occasion he does do it, it seems like it's only once he realizes I'm not wet enough to enter yet. We've talked about it more than once. He said he would love to do it and plans to, but he hasn't changed at all so far. I don't bother asking anymore because it makes me feel like he just doesn't enjoy doing it, so I feel guilty and like crap when I have to ask. I've asked if I taste bad or something, and he denies it, which I believe because I have good hygiene and GYN health. My most recent ex went down on me every single time we got jiggy with it, and would always offer to go down on me again after he reached his climax. He would eat me out for up to 30 minutes sometimes. I have a hard time climaxing, and would always express how he enjoyed doing it. I don't miss my ex, but I miss being treated like that in the bedroom. I've been so tempted to tell my boyfriend that that's what I want, but I don't want to seem entitled. I go down on him maybe 1/2 to 1/3 times we have sex. However, regardless of whether or not I do, he still gets to climax. If him climaxing was dependent on me going down on him, I would more than likely want to do it every time. It's frustrating. Anyone relate? Or have any advice? You've got to have a frank and open conversation with him. If things don't get better, then it's time to re-evaluate whether it's worth being with someone who doesn't care enough about your sexual pleasure to make the effort to get you off. You shouldn't feel guilty about wanting to have orgasms. This topic comes up way too many times. If oral sex is so important to you, demand it, and if they won't do it, another man will. Oral sex is a deal breaker for me. That's how I come. Sorry to say if he doesn't do it now, he never will. Haha, sounds like my ex. I realize that any guy who isn't willing to go down on you is not worth it. They want you to give and head and do all this other shit but will rarely even try to please you with oral. Don't do it for him if he won't do it for you. See how quickly he'll start bitching about it. He's being lazy and unfair. It goes both ways, you know, and you deserve better than a man who won't put in the same amount of effort as you do. You are not entitled for wanting your sexual needs met. You are not entitled for wanting to orgasm and feel good during sex. You're there too. Sex isn't just about one person feeling good. Sexual incompatibility is a reasonable dealbreaker. It is reasonable to have an open and serious conversation about this with him, and if that's something he's not comfortable with or doesn't want, it doesn't make you entitled if you decide to leave. There are plenty of people out there who will meet your needs. He is not. If he is unwilling to, that's on him. Some dudes think it's gross. Just like some ladies don't like giving head. I guess you get the same advice I'd give a guy complaining about lack of BJs. If it's important to you, and your partner isn't willing, then sadly you're just not sexually compatible. It sucks, especially when everything else is clicking. That said, the idea of going down on a girl for 30 minutes makes my jaw sore just thinking about it. Maybe there's a way to meet him halfway? Stand your ground and demand equal effort in the bedroom. Get your satisfaction. If he doesn't want to go down on you that much, then there are other ways via fingers and toys. It's not okay that men get their satisfaction every time yet women rarely do. Don't let that shit fly. Don't go down on him anymore. Then he'll get it. I think it's worth talking about why he keeps saying he's going to give you oral but doesn't. If he doesn't like it or if he doesn't feel confident in his skills, then he should say so. If you expressed that you want oral and he hasn't done it, it's for a reason. It's up to you to decide whether it's a deal breaker or not. But it's probably going to be really hard to adjust to a relationship without oral after getting it abundantly in the previous relationship. This question spoke to me. My husband has never once gone down on me and I don't understand why he won't. I've even asked him multiple times to do so, but he never has. Any tips, anyone? A good lover wants her partner to be satisfied. Your boyfriend does not fall into this category. He sounds lazy and selfish. Some guys just won't. I can't understand why. Especially if it is clean and fresh. It is not you, it is him. Personally, I love to go down on a woman multiple times in a session. I wonder if he lacks experience and feels if he does it half-assed you will get tired of asking and he doesn't have to do it anymore. If he messes up the laundry and you get take over, then one less thing he has to do. Tell him on his knees or Mr. Stiffy will stay where he is. When he asks, then you ask. It is not fair to you. Stop going down on him if he won't go down on you. Sounds like he is a selfish lover. I guess you have to have a conversation about him only being a taker and you want a give and take relationship. Sex is very important in a relationship, and I9 female you don't line up sexually, then it ultimately won't work because there will be a building resentment. There are a lot of reasons why someone might not follow through with a sexual behavior. It's possible that he doesn't like it, which he's entitled to, but it could also be because he doesn't know what he's doing, is worried about staying aroused himself, etc. At a time when you are both feeling open to the sensitive convo, I'd suggest laying all your cards on the table. I love when you do X, but you don't do it very often. It makes me feel like I'm gross or something. No judgment, what's going on? Buy him the book, She Comes First. Most guys don't know much about women's anatomy. They want to pleasure her, but don't know how. They feel incompetent. Buy him the book and encourage him to practice, practice, practice. In response to other comments, eating pussy is not gross. It's super hot, it's a complete turn on and all pussies are beautiful. Tell him your needs. Stop suggesting. Ask for foreplay. If he ignores you, only goes down for 1 minute to get you wet, stop the sexual act. If you're not being listened to, break up. Sounds like a long serious conversation needs to happen. Don't compare him to your ex, just state what you need sexually and find out what's his thoughts and feelings with it. Tell him what you want and what you like. Communication is key to a relationship. Just tell him, hey, I know you like it when I give you head, but it would be cool to return the favor. Some guys like it more than others. It's not a rocket science scenario. If it's that important to you, maybe dump him and get back with your ex. You can start by emphasizing how much you enjoy when he goes down on you. If he isn't stupid, he will get the message. I got to say, I love going down on my wife. I do it almost every time we have sex. Sometimes I do it real quickly to just put her taste in my mouth. I love eating my girl out, but I get turned off if she hasn't cleaned in the last few hours. I had some ugly experiences in the past and now I'm cautious. Maybe try cleaning your vagina right before asking for oral if you haven't washed down there in the last couple hours. You say your boyfriend said he would love to do it, there must be a reason why he doesn't do it. Talk to him and ask him for an honest answer. I'm in the opposite boat. I love going down on my wife, but she hates going down on me. If it's important, find somebody who goes down on you every time, and you going down on them. Sex is fun, oral is fun. When it feels like it's just for climaxes, it's boring. Foreplay is really fun too. I had an ex who hated performing oral sex. In 2 years I only got him to do it twice. I think for him it was past experiences. It probably has nothing to do with you. He may just be worried he's not good at it. I think a lot of ladies here want your ex's phone number. God damn. Just tell what you want to him. Not to us there, it's that simple dear winking face. The best thing I ever did for my relationship was have an open, honest conversation with my partner about our wants, needs, expectations regarding sex. It can be a little awkward at first, but it's so worth it in the long run. And if that doesn't work, maybe it's time to reevaluate the relationship because you deserve to have your needs met. Tell him how you feel. Demand that he be honest with you. He may be insecure and not sure if he's doing it correctly or not. If that's the case, gently instruct him on what you like. How long have y'all been dating, living together? Has he always been this way? I wouldn't expect a half-hour blowjob and 30 minutes of cunnilingus, just sounds like a fucking chore if a recurring requirement. How can you not like a chew? I love it. Gets me rock hard. Maybe problem is with opinion cultivated in society that going down on girl makes you less masculine? I know I'll get backfire now, Grin. You should talk to him. If he's uncomfortable with that, don't think you have to push him. And if he's ignoring your need for climaxing, you might not be compatible in bed. Re-evaluate your personal hygiene. Message me. What's your point? So he doesn't like doing it, so what? Are you going to force him to? Dump him if he doesn't? 'Cause that's toxic as hell and basically sexual assault. Maybe try introducing toys, maybe he'll enjoy that more. There is zero reason why anyone should be forced to perform sexual acts they don't enjoy just because the other person demands it. And you admit you take forever to orgasm from oral anyways, so what's the point? Go buy a couple vibrators and bring up the idea of him using them on you instead of forcing him to do something he doesn't want to, like to. Call me.